always like to experiment with different materials, especially with driftwood that I find in the beach, so it's already soft touch because of the erosion of the sea, and I really love that. Sustainability is at the heart of all my work. I believe that things can be beautiful as well as functional. Everything can be made in a way that not involve polluting or consuming a lot of energy. I learned that play combined with practice brings inanimate objects to life. I like to create an atmosphere in which I do not feel pressure to create. So when I'm arranging my wood pieces, I start to imagine new sculptures. From that process, new pieces come out. Yeah, the idea of the trees and the little construction sheds and tree houses is always in here. Sometimes these sketches can go to a painting or it can be a sculpture. It can go both ways. I think just as most creative people, we always have our brains active, on fire, and not stand still ever. Observing what is happening around us, listening to the radio or talking with a friend generates ideas and new projects to develop. I like to make different things at the same time, probably something in my nature which makes me change the path so often. So sometimes I start painting, but then after a while I need to change and start on sculpture and do different things at the same time. So this sculpture is called Wise Savia, and is made with reclaimed materials, reclaimed wood. The interior was filled with books, which are coming originally from trees, coming back in a different way, being books to share. I always like to paint trees in my paintings and do trees for my sculptures as well. And it makes me feel very happy painting trees. Something a bit obsessive in my career. Since I started this painting of a tree, the idea is to find a place where you can enjoy yourself in the middle, surrounded by nature, where you can have a quiet time yourself, like in a shed on top of a tree. That's for me like living the dream. When I was still a teenager in Spain, after a few years of scarce of water and drought, I saw how the trees that I had care with my grandfather died, and that was an experience that changed my perception of natural life and natural world, because it made me understand how delicate living beings are and how similar plants are to humans. Since then, I always been caring about nature and trying to create systems to protect environment when it's dry, when it's in danger by human action or whatever. Yeah, I think that's it. I like to live in a quiet life and make things simple. I not only love teaching art to others, I am myself always learning and looking for how I can create art that has utility as well as beauty. Preserving the world so that it is a better place for us and future generations.